Hey everybody, welcome to my new comic book day pickup video for February 12th, 2020. These are the books I picked up this week. If you guys have been watching my videos, you would have seen last week I didn't have a new comic book day pickup video because I didn't see anything new that I wanted. So I just got a bunch of back issues and some 50-cent bin books, a bunch of 50-cent bin books actually. And I just showed those off. But this week I actually picked up some new books, and I'll go ahead and get started and show you what I got. As always, I start off with Marvel, and the first book I got was Venom number 23. Actually, let me show that. I got the two covers. I got the Scotty Young, Stegman, Donny Cates variant, and I got the regular cover. Pretty interesting read. You got Eddie Brock fighting the Carnage symbiote on Venom Island. You also get some insight into what Dylan's powers, what he's actually capable of, as far as the Venom and Carnage symbiotes, what he is able to do against them, and whether he controls them or they control him. So it's pretty interesting. There's one thing I noticed in the book. I don't know if this has always been there, but in the one panel right here, on Eddie's back, it says God is coming. I'm not sure if that's always been there. I forgot if he had that earlier or something, but it's just something interesting. It seems like it was just thrown in, but pretty cool. Little scar on his back that says God is coming. So it was an interesting read. Wasn't one of the best issues, but it was pretty good. All right, next book from Marvel. It's kind of tying in. We got another Donny Cates book. This is art by Nick Klein. And this is Thor number 3. Thoroughly enjoyed this book. This is Thor fighting Beta Ray Bill in an epic battle. You got him fighting him first, having the cosmic powers of Galactus, but then later he kind of, powers down and fights him head to head with his regular powers. Like I said, it's pretty good. One of the hammers gets destroyed in here. I'm not going to say which. And at the end, you get the surprise, I guess, his next opponent. You see who his next opponent is. Also, as far as this book goes, Donny Cates being the writer of this and Venom, and this Black Winter that's coming, if you guys are reading Thor, is the Black Winter, it seems to me it's talking about Null. Null's coming, with his forces of symbiotes, the dark powers of the symbiotes, and that's what I'm thinking the Black Winter is, but I could be wrong. Probably am, but it's just a little guess. All right, next book, final book I got from Marvel. This is X-Force number 7. It's a domino-filled issue. As far as Domino is concerned, if you've been reading X-Force, she was kidnapped, her skin was ripped off, and now it seems that she does not have her luck power. So in this issue, she's trying to find out if she doesn't have her luck power, then something else does. Something took her powers, and she's trying to find out who has these powers. So she's going around, she's trying to trace any events where luck would have been a big factor in how things happen. And she traces it down to this one particular character that she goes after. So a pretty good read. X-Force, like I said before, is one of my favorite books from the Donna X titles. It's actually the only book I'm getting from the Donna X titles now. I skipped on X-Men number 6 today. Although I heard X-Men 6 was pretty good. I believe Wolf Warner mentioned it in his pickup video. He's saying if you skipped on X-Men, then you need to pick up number 6. I didn't pick it up. But maybe I'll flip through it if it's still on the shelf next week and see if it's worth buying. If you guys think X-Men is still good, let me know in the comments below. Also, it was good to see. I haven't seen Colossus in many of these Donna X titles, and he finally reappears in this issue. And Colossus being my favorite characters makes me want to pick up this issue even more. All right, that's it for my Marvel books. So let's go ahead and get into my DC books. And I actually picked up something from DC this week. Only one book, and that is Flash number 88. And this book, you have the first appearance of a character named Paradox. This is written by Joshua Williamson with art by Porter. And a pretty good issue. I haven't read Flash since Flash Year 1 came out a few months ago. I stopped after that story arc was done, and I haven't read anything since, but this one kind of ties back into that story arc. So it's pretty cool. It's like I didn't miss anything. But pretty good read. Got this new character named Paradox who has something to do with the time streams and stuff like that. It has his origin story in here also. So it's pretty, I guess it's a little key issue if this character becomes something big. It's probably a book you probably want to try to pick up. Actually, when I went to the comic store, there was only one on the shelf. And I went to a different comic store. They didn't have any on the shelf. So might have been hard to get. I don't know. And that's it for DC this week. Now I'm going to get into my indies, and I only got one book from my indies, and that was Undone by Blood, The Shadow of a Wanted Man, #1. It's written by Lonnie Nadler, Zach Thompson. It's got a lot of names here. I'm not sure who's writing it and who's on the art. But you got Lonnie Nadler, Zach Thompson, Sammy Cavella. Then you got Jason Wordy, Hassan Otsman El Hau. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. But anyways, this book was, it was alright. Tell you the truth, I read this first issue. I wanted to pick up a #1, get into a different story, you know, see what was going on in this book. And it was okay. Pretty much the story about this girl on the bottom. She's trying to get revenge for her family's murder that happened, I think, a few years ago. And it's just tracing her steps, you know, and as she's being followed around, her steps are being followed. She's also, it goes into this book that she's reading where it's an old style Western where this guy is getting revenge for some deaths. It was all right. Not a book that I'm going to get a #2 on. I just thought I'd check it out, see how it was, and I didn't really care for it that much. So that's it for the books I got this week. I didn't get any back issue bin books. Well, actually, I did buy some 50-cent bin books. I bought about 10 books, so I spent $5 on those. But I'm kind of saving those for something else, so I'm not going to show them in this video. But if you guys stay tuned, you'll see why I'm not showing them now. So as far as my budget goes this week, I have a $35 budget, if you guys are not in the know about that. And I spent $30 total this week. So I saved $5 from my budgets, which is going to my wall book. And I got a $1 back issue bin book. So everything's building up. Waiting to build up some more money. I'm going to take a trip to Orlando next couple of weeks. Check out the Coliseum of Comics down there. See if I can find a nice wall book to pick up. That's it. That's the books I picked up this week. If you guys liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell for notifications. Leave comments below of the books you guys picked up this week. Tell me what you guys think of X-Men #6, because I didn't pick it up and kind of on the edge of that because I just dropped it from my pull list. So, yeah, leave comments below about that. If you guys want, you can check out my Instagram. It's in the description below at I Collect a Lot. And that's it. You guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you again later. All right? Bye.